In this tutorial video, I'm going to show you a couple ways to make a freeze frame in iMovie 11. Now in iMovie 11, it's really easy to do this. So let me show you how to do it. So I'm going to come up here to my viewer window and I'm just going to grab a little piece of footage and show you the first way that you can make a freeze frame. So I'm going to drag this video down here into my project timeline. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a spot here and just scroll over where I want to make a freeze frame. So I'm going to make it right here where my foot is kicking the football. And it's where that red line is where that freeze frame is going to happen. So I'm going to right click, come down here and select Add Freeze Frame. And when I click there, what you'll notice now is it breaks up my clip into 3 different pieces. So the first clip is the video playing back at normal speed until it hits the freeze frame, which is here in the middle, and then the third piece of video is the finish of the video that I've added to my project timeline. So if I play this back, you'll notice the freeze frame happening, and then the video just continues on until the end. So that's one way that you can quickly make a freeze frame inside iMovie 11. Now what you can do with this freeze frame is you can actually change its duration. So let's say, for example, I only want it to last a second. I can double click on it, come up here to duration in the inspector tab, and just change it to 1 second. And then hit done. And now that freeze frame will only be on screen for 1 second. And then continue on with the rest of the video. And if I just wanted to keep just the freeze frame inside my video, I can just delete the first and last clip and just leave the freeze frame here in my project timeline. Another way to add a freeze frame, if I just delete these clips here, is up in my viewer window. If I just scroll over the top and find that same spot in the video where I want the freeze frame and right click, I can hit Add Still Frame to Project. And by clicking on that, what it will do is just add a freeze frame, a still frame of that shot where I had that red line parked on my video clip down here in my project timeline. And it will add it down there as an actual picture. So that's 2 ways that you can make a freeze frame in iMovie 11. Now if you don't have that option to make a freeze frame in the 2 ways that I showed you, something that you can do is you could click on a portion of video and load it up here in the viewer window, and by holding down Command, Shift, and 4 on your keyboard, you come up with this little cursor. And if you drag over the top of that picture and drag a box around it and let go, it will actually save a picture of that shot onto your desktop. And then you can add that picture that you just took to iPhoto, and inside iMovie, you can click on your picture tab, find that still frame that you took, click and drag it into your project timeline. And just like that, you've created a freeze frame image. So whichever iMovie you have, there is a way to make a freeze frame image. And that's a quick tutorial on how to make a freeze frame in iMovie 11.